It's the time to get down.
Wait a minute.
He didn't do it. Somebody else did America's Team.
Okay.
That was. I think that started with Tex Schramm, man.
Well, let's look at it this way.
Who was a beloved owner. They
Right.
say beloved owner.
Right.
They say everybody liked Tex.
You know, I'm having one of those moments. I cannot. George Steinbrenner of the Yankees, he has an empire no different than what he basically, you know, they call that the evil empire in baseball as it relates to the Yankees.
They like him, though.
But what makes him different than Jerry Jones? See, George Steinbrenner buys a team, puts all his money, gets all the stars. They win championships over and over again. Jerry Jones is trying to.
I'm not sure.
What makes he's not even on the top 10?
I'm not sure.
So,
that's a good question.
And Steinbrenner is not a personality.
No, he's not. Even though he's funnier than Jerry is. I mean, you know, George may not be. I mean, you can laugh at him. I mean, that's why he was on. They you know, Seinfeld. They would play around with, you know,
right,
imitating him. But no, you're right, Vic. I don't know. But why? Do you know the answer?
No, I don't. I think what they do is they go to the stories, Mario, and they say, here's the reason why recently or why, and they say,
and Ben right now, because supposedly he got drunk and had to see. Here's the punk ass part of it, Ben.
Right.
And the police. It's one thing. See, if you had a went and got the girl, walked up to yourself and said, "Let's go to the men's room."
Right.
And mess around.
Right.
Get wild.
Do something.
Did everybody, but see, so you sent your bodyguard to go deliver a punk ass message.
Right.
In a punk ass way.
Weak.
And when you have a pro NFL quarterback, it makes you look kind of punk ass.
Right.
Forgive me, all you punks out there, for putting him with you.
Or he did that move where he sits there and said,
There's no other way to say that.
I'm like the king. I can tell my people to go out there and
then
get that.
And that's that's punk ass. And for all you would-be entertainers,
right?
Same thing.
Right.
Punk ass. When you send your bodyguard, giant ass NFL dropout, steroid taking, former athletic giant stud, now turned bodyguard idiot ass. When you send him over there to talk to the girl, and he goes, "Oh," no, some of them actually can talk. When you send him over there, but actually, I got some buddies who do that work.
Well, you know what? Let me say this:
they're not dumb; they just slow.
And here's the other part. Look. He tried to do the right move and saying, if I go get the security to do this, it gives me an out. It gives me an out that I'm not really doing anything. But once he got to another level, that of course that's different. But I'm not, okay, I'm gonna stay away from the Ben thing because I'm still looking at where I thought Tiger Woods on this list of the top 10 hated, and this disliked and hated. And I'm shocked that Tiger Woods, from his recent global impact because of the sport he represents and being number one globally, not just a U.S. product, that Al Davis beats him out. That's what gets me. So I'm looking at Tiger Woods. He's losing out as it relates to popularity. Now, that may have something to do, Mario, with how they handled his group, his team, the organization, his PR, how they handled him. And when you looked at the U.S. Open the other day, if you didn't know that he had been involved in this, thing last November on Thanksgiving, you almost couldn't tell. I mean, they were still cheering for him no matter what. So I think he had his situation handled the best based on what he did. I mean, as it relates to wife, children, how many women, the popularity. We all are sitting up here saying only Superman can do what you did, man. How do you feel about that one, man? You think he should be on the list like number 1, 2?
I mean, I'm just not getting somebody. Who did this, by the way?
This is Forbes.
Okay. So now remember now, here's what's so interesting. I bet you, Vic, a number of these folks who are being polled are not sports fans.
Yeah.
See, remember that, Vic. If you poll the general population about an athlete in trouble, then you're going to get all the people who have no affinity for him as an athlete.
Right.
In other words, so you're not going to get people who are aware of him as an athlete.
Right.
There are people who like him. So you're going to get a different, I would be very, because I'm used to dealing with stats.
Right.
I'd be very curious when you polled general sports fans, and then fans within that specific sports genre, because we know among golfers this isn't true.
Right.
This is specifically not true.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And amongst football players, football fans, when it relates to Ben Roethlisberger, Specifically not true.
Right.
Michael Vick, amongst football fans, specifically not true. We saw it in the NFL.
Right.
But it goes to show you the effect. When you're an athlete, that means that the only people who will give you a break are the people within your who. I bet if you to go and poll Kobe, you still get some riffraff from the other stuff because you're going to get people whose only knowledge of Kobe is from those incidents.
Well, and I think they went on the survey, and they couldn't go to a specific group, so they went to an age. And I think what people are looking at is just what did they do? And when you only have that moment, I agree with you, Mario. I think, yeah, this may be a biased survey to some degree, but aren't all surveys biased? They all incorporate some kind of bias element to it.
Well, the idea is statistically to minimize those biases, or at least to identify them.
Yeah, Forbes is going to go out because of his reputation. It's going to go, well, look, we have some credibility to it. Now, you can get a better result. It
has credibility. See, this way I go the bias. See, we wouldn't even use that word. We would say the stats tell you what you asked. If you asked the general population, that is by definition a different group than asking football fans.
Right.
Football fans, now you've selected people based on certain variables. That is a different group.
Right.
You're asking. It's just that the public sometimes, that's why you need to know.
I know. We don't know
how the study
was
done.
Yeah, and here's the part that everybody should also understand why. Love your animals. Out of everything that's been done to people, folks, mostly against women, to women, wives, children, the dog gets kingdom, number one.
And I understand that.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand
Michael Vick, what he did to the animal,
of course,
takes place more as precedent over.
Where's my kitty cat?
Okay, see what I'm saying?
I love my kitty cat.
Yeah, you understand?
Okay. Touch my damn cat.
Well, rounding out the top five, I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you said Terrell Owens, who for whatever reason doesn't seem like he's going to be on the team this year playing football, and he's fifth. So you can think of all the things. I'm kind of the machine. He's a marketing. He's a marketing ploy.
This one means something different to me, Vic.
Why?
Because again, remember, this is a Forbes poll, general population, most likely. I bet you. We'd have to see it, but I bet you it's general population.
Yeah.
Which of these people is the most active in terms of trying to market themselves to the general population? Terrell Owens. But his reality show, isn't that amazing? Now, here's the thing that tells you. But maybe because remember, we're just speculating, right?
Right.
Maybe it goes to show you that people disliking you can translate into on-air popularity.
Well, that's the thing of the rage now. Everybody has to do something to catch your attention.
Like Rush Limbaugh, you can hate him or something, but you're going to give him big numbers as you tune in to hate him. Maybe that's Terrell, because while his career seems to be slowing down, his broadcast career is taking off. Right.
And here's the part. Out of all these top five individuals, the person who says, I wish I was probably closer to the top would be Terrell Owens. Because if he's most disliked, most hated, he's going to go, thank you, because I need that. Everybody else, Al doesn't want to be hated. No, that's not where he comes from. Michael Vick says, please let me go. Ben Roethlisberger is going like, here I am with an all-time winningest Super Bowl team, and my name is now the face of what they call an immoral or group of activities that have not been proved to be illegal or what have you.
You know what?
So, look
he
at
could shade. You know what else he could do, Vic?
What is that?
He could clean up and get a makeover.
From who?
I mean, let's face it, Ben.
He's already trying.
Ben. Nobody, that whole facial hair dress thing.
Oh, man.
Dude, you got some money now.
What about Paul Kazal, man?
Oh.
See, I tell you, see.
Y'all got some power.
See, come on
now. And the season's over. Take some time and go get a makeover.
See.
They will shave your face.
It's youth.
They will do all of that.